These are two fuselages for one airplane, so let's get to work. Welcome back to the P-82 twin Mustang build. First things first for today is to install our tailwheel assemblies before we glue our vertical stabilizers on. Now there's already a slot cut into the rudder for the tailwheel to sit, so all we have to do is take some medium CA and glue our tailwheel into place. Next, we have to install some more hinges so we can join the rudder to the vertical stabilizer. Again, I'm using CA hinges as they soak up this thin CA glue really nicely and join the control surface to the stabilizer. Here, I'm mixing up some two-part epoxy, which we're going to use to glue our vertical stabilizers to the fuselages. For these larger joints and components, I typically use epoxy over CA. One, because the instructions call for it, and two, because it helps fill any gaps and makes a much stronger bond between the parts. Now, the area for the glue already had the covering cut away, which makes this easy, so I spread the epoxy on with a popsicle stick and slid the stabilizers into place. Now, the last step for the tail wheel for now is to screw the mounting bracket to the bottom of the fuselage. Now, of course, we have some more servos to set up that will go inside each of these fuselages, and thanks to all the feedback from a previous video, I've corrected my lifelong mistake of putting the brass collars in the wrong way. So thank you. One fuselage gets two servos, one for the rudder and the elevator, while the other side only needs one for the rudder. With all of that done, for the first time, we can finally mock this thing up and get an idea of what this plane truly looks like in one piece. Now, the P-82 is a really interesting airplane, and seeing this one at least somewhat assembled for the first time makes me even more excited to get it finished and get it flying. So if you want to see that, make sure to follow along.